Bangladesh marks 50 years of independence as violence gripped the country. The protests by Islamic groups who had aligned with Pakistan in Bangladesh's War of Independence are the result of unanswered questions dating back to 1971. Dhaka says at least 3 million people were killed and wants an apology for what it calls genocide carried out by Pakistani forces. But there are others who contest these numbers. This is Bangladesh's War of Independence, decoded by the numbers. In the early hours of 26 March 1971, Pakistan's army launched an offensive in major cities of then East Pakistan. It was meant to eliminate all opposition to West Pakistani rule. It happened after India-backed Mukti Bahini fighters had taken control of several cities, announcing the creation of a new state. The only Hindu residential hall, the Jagannath Hall at Dhaka University, was destroyed by Pakistani forces, and an estimated 600 to 700 of its residents were killed. Pakistan's army also carried out mass rapes in an effort to punish the larger Bengali-speaking population. It happened after Mujibur Rahman's Awami League had won a decisive majority in Pakistan's 1970 parliamentary elections, beating out Zulfikar Ali Bhutto's Pakistan's People's Party, which secured 81 seats, all in West Pakistan. After months of deadlock, Pakistan's military dictator Yahya Khan postponed the National Assembly meeting scheduled for March 1971. Now, this is significant because it laid the groundwork for what happened next. Yahya Khan was unwilling to transfer federal power from West Pakistan to East Pakistan as demanded by Mujib's Awami League. Khan instead backed Zulfikar Ali Bhutto's Pakistan People's Party with only half of the Awami League's votes. It led to an uprising with the Mukti Bahini massacring pro-Pakistani ethnic Biharis. It would become the pretext for Pakistan's Operation Searchlight. Now, all this is clear. What isn't so clear is who was killed by whom and how many people were killed in all. Sarmila Bose, in her controversial book, wrote of mass killings of Biharis at the hands of Bengali nationalists. One critique of Bose's work was to downplay the total number of Bengali deaths. Now, this figure is contested, ranging from 300,000 to 3 million killed, according to the Bangladeshi government. So why do the numbers of how many were killed back in 1971 matter today? Downplaying the number of Bengalis killed in 1971 is seen in Bangladesh as a betrayal of the independence movement. But it has the opposite effect in Pakistan, where a lower death toll allows for the development of an alternative story for the breakup of Pakistan. Researcher Saurabh Sahi found varying numbers of Biharis killed by the Mukti Bahini at between 25,000 and 150,000. In December 2013, Bangladesh executed opposition leader Abdul Qadir Mullah over crimes committed in 1971. The execution led to mass protests. Bangladesh's founder Sheikh Mujib and members of his family were killed in the early hours of 15th August 1975 in a coup by junior military officers. His daughter Sheikh Hasina is Bangladesh's current Prime Minister. 90,000 West Pakistani soldiers became prisoners of war in India, only to be released after the signing of the Simla Accords years later. Zulfikar Ali Bhutto became Pakistan's first civilian martial law administrator after the country's breakup. He was overthrown in a military coup 6 years later and was executed after a mock trial. Bangladesh is one of the strongest emerging economies in the world, having left Pakistan behind on many counts. But can it truly move on without coming to terms with unanswered questions on 1971? Tell us what you think. Leave your comments on our YouTube page. I'm on Twitter @Ali_Mustafa.